up on this first league, or?
He's just kind of burnt out over racing right now. I don't know. He started playing golf. Selling race cars and started playing golf. Buy a beach house.
Sounds like a lot of good reasons to not play.
That's what happened to me last race car I helped the guy build. We went to the track for the first weekend, carried it home. Second weekend, he sold it, we went home with the empty car trailer.
Expensive hobby. He's an older guy. He was telling me about guy getting raced, just small asphalt tracks. Still the type of money he had to throw into it back in the day. And telling me how he was putting it as a business expense on his taxes and all kinds of stuff. He's like, as long as you make so much money, you can put it right in as a tax write-off.
Which that got a lot
Alright,
harder
sound check.
with the tax changes last couple of years, but
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
The amount of 3 minutes from our
You do.
qualifying round here.
So, I'll tell him to make it
oh boy. Your car does not like that turn up, Cole. No. Gotcha.
Is that GTR still all-wheel drive, or you swap it to rear wheel?
It's about to get slapped to rear wheel.
3 minutes before a race, he's gonna switch his tune.
60% dip is usually really good for turning in.
Whoops.
So 60% to the rear.
Alright, now. Head back to the pits.
I'm actually ranked even higher than that if the car doesn't have traction problems.
Oh, dude, if it's got traction, I'll put it like
Well, he was talking about the all-wheel drive front-rear distribution.
oh yeah. Usually if I got all of them, I would put it around 75.
Alright, let's make this our last lap. Everybody, please.
Wham! Yeah, that's that was Davey504 playing a baseline to a remix of Strobe
I've been running since 8:30.
that he did for a Dead Mouse song. So pretty freaking awesome. Here, actually, I'll show you guys the yeah, we'll do a
Yeah, I ran some practice earlier too.
quick view of this. This guy's like a bass prodigy. This is Dead Mouse listening
Anybody tell
to
Pat
the
that some of his faster guys are
remix of this other guy.
based on time, trying to hit a certain time, or they're going as fast as we can.
Fucking shred that live. That would be insane.
You might have a
So
chance
some
now.
of the way that you program
Yeah,
that
that's-
is like technically impossible.
Little pre-race shenanigans. Oh yeah. favorite part is this little move he does here. So fantastic, right here. Where he just like places his hand all nonchalantly. Right here. It's a god, an absolute god. Okay, I think we're about to get started on the race, though. We will see that later. That was Dead Mouse, Davey 504. Awesome. Make sure you check it out later. Let's get back to the race at hand. We're about to begin the qualifying race of the Forza Summer Series here at the Over 30 Clan. This is Season 5, race number 7. Our racers will be doing a 3-lap qualifier. They're going to be ranked based on the fastest lap. And based on that fastest lap and whoever's ranked fastest and so forth will dictate the starting line for today's race. So this is the qualifying round for race number 7 here. But during the qualifier, as always, we'll go through the cars, see what everyone's driving, go through the racers of today's lap, or of today's race. We got our FPS fixed this week, which is great. My sound is working. What could possibly go wrong? And as always, I'm your host, O30C, taking you through the festivities for today. Get my keyboard out of there. Pow! We may actually be on time. Isn't that amazing? Something's bound to go wrong. I mean, when have we ever had a perfect race? Here we go, the qualifying rounds of today's race. All right, so we are doing a staggered start just to make sure the drivers are kind of out of each other's way. Again, we're ranking the drivers based on their fastest lap. So it does not matter that we're doing a staggered lap. This is just to make sure people are kind of spread out for this race. GCAV is running a 2012 Lotus with a top speed of 6.7 handling, with a beautiful burnt orange paint job. Old Man Racing supporting, alluding to the Over 30 Clan on his bumper there. We have Black Death currently off the line second in 2016 Ford Chevy GTR 350R, 7.2 top speed, 6.5 handling, with a cool gloss black with a black-red pinstripe, racing stripe up the middle. Vindaxian is riding a lime green Lamborghini, 7.7 top speed, 6.5 handling. Good old 1967's glory there. Toucan Sam off the line in 4th place, currently running a 2016 Austin Martin, 7.0 top speed, 6.5 handling. He has that kind of that nice gray paint job, over30clan.com logo supporting us in the rear. The out cold. Currently in 5th with the 1992 Honda NSX-R, 7.7 speed, 6.5 handling, with actually 9.3 acceleration. Centurio Butts currently in 6th, running a 2019 Porsche, 7.1 handling, 7.1 top speed, 6.9 handling, with 8.6 acceleration, with that very busy, explosive paint job. Need a Break currently in 7th place. Again, with her go-kart-esque type cars with the 2013 KTM X-Bow R. This 5.9 speed, 6.9 handling, 9.3 acceleration. We are running Road Atlanta, the full circuit today. This is an interesting track. Let's have a couple, well, really just one incredibly challenging, or I guess two incredibly challenging turns here. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But other than that, it's a fairly tame track, so we should see a lot of opportunity for passing. It is a pretty wide course as well. Only a few tricky spots. This would be an interesting race today. We're just going to let the drivers finish up the qualifying laps. Again, we're ranking the drivers based on their top speed of going around this track. So based on their best lap, we're going to rank all the drivers based on time, and then we're going to use that to dictate the starting line for today's race that starts promptly at 11 o'clock. As always, I'm O30C, member of the Over30 clan. If you want to see more about the Over30 clan, go to www.over30clan.com. We're also available on all the social media platforms that you might expect. We do have a SoundCloud podcast that we have once a week. You can search for Over30 Clan. And we have a blog site, blog.over30clan.com, for gaming and gaming hardware review blogs contributed by the community here at the Over30 Clan. Receive indexing is currently the lap leader. We are currently on lap number 3, so we're going to be finishing that rather quickly. So the way this works is the actual race is 20 laps. We have a lot of the driving assist turned off except for ABS, and we do have the brake line in. This is to allow drivers who don't participate every single week or are new to the Over30 clan, you want to jump into Season 5 without having to spend the next 6 months practicing. Gives them an opportunity to get into it rather easily without affecting our more skilled drivers all that much. We do have collision turned on, we do have wear and tear turned on as well, and damage turned on. We do require the drivers to do one pit stop throughout the race. They can choose when they want to do the pit stop. It is required to do one pit stop throughout the entire race. And our season consists of 12 total races. We do take the top 10 of those 12 races for the season standings. So again, if we have a disconnect or you can't make it a certain week because of a family emergency or something happens, you're not going to be penalized for the entire season for missing one race. We do take your best 10 of 12 races to dictate your final season score. So everyone gets essentially a bye of two races for some whatever technical reason. Let's go take a look at the current lap leader. Ontario Butts. Oh, and we are finished our qualifying laps. Okay, so our host is going to set the line for today's race. We do have 7 racers today. This is S-Series class cars for this whole season. And again, we are driving on the Road Atlanta circuit. So just a reminder that when we actually go into the actual race, we are going to do a false start. So we're going to start the race and then essentially restart it. That's to make sure that everyone loads in correctly and that we don't have any issues off the starting line. It's a way for us to avoid some of the glitches and awesomeness that's built into Forza 7. If you've ever played Forza 7, it's not the most stable game for multiplayer, so we have a few tricks up our sleeves to make it a bit more palatable. So we will be doing the false start. This is a 20-lap race. Track length is 2.54 miles. A clear, blue, sunny day here on the road to Atlanta. Yes, sir. All right. We're just about to get started here. Let's make all the last minute adjustments. Making sure the line order is correct. We'll be performing that false start just to make sure that all the drivers are loaded in correctly. We do have the starting line, so Vindexian, GCAV, Black Death, Anita Break, Out Cold, Centurio Butts, and Toucan Sam. I, of course, am not racing. I am spectating. Oh, the lovely sound of Forza loading. And we're off with the quick false start. Alright, false start complete. Now we're about to begin our actual race. There we have it, folks. We have our orders: Interior Butts in first, Indexing in second, Toucan Sam off the line in third, GCAV in fourth, Black Death in fifth, Nita Black in sixth, and the Occult in seventh. We're in sunny Atlanta, the Atlanta Road Circuit. Full circuit today. It's an excellent, excellent track in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm your host, O30C. This is the Forza Summer Series Season 5, race number 7 here at the Over 30 Clan. We are just over halfway through our season. This should be an excellent race today. So this is the actual start of the race. And we're off. Go ahead and look at the camera here, if I can switch to it fast enough. Bam. We have Indexian out front, GCAV in second. And Centurio Butts in third. We're already receiving some paint transfer between GCAV and Centurio Butts, causing Yuki and Sam to fly out in third. And again, smash right into Centurio Butts. This guy cannot catch a break. Centurio Butts looking to go on the outside here. Being able to just squeak past for third place. Dax and GCAV pulling out in front. And for the most part, this is a completely wide open track, so we should see some pretty exciting passing opportunities in some of these straightaways. There are a couple challenging turns. You can see Centurio Butts currently being passed by Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam in front, taking over third place with that higher top speed. Going into the S bend, which is probably the second most challenging turn in this track. You see another little bit of paint transfer between Toucan Sam and Centurio Butts. We do seem to have a pretty tight pack for first, second, third, and fourth. As of right now, Vindaxian is maintaining his lead. Ever so slightly. We do have tanders turned on, so these drivers will have to be careful. You don't want to have any sort of fender damage or tire damage in the second lap of your race. Oh, to get Sam hitting the dirt a little bit. Giving Centurio Butts the opportunity to pass. Not for long though, Toucan Sam retakes third place. We're going to fall back here to Black Death, currently in fifth. We do have quite the pack of drivers between first and fifth. The Toucan Sam right behind Centurio Butts' butt there, no pun intended. Go ahead and scooch up to Toucan Sam here, see what he's looking at. See on lap 3, Vindaxian is able to take a bit more of the lead there in first place. So every lap he is lengthening his lead by just a little bit. It's still quite a tight race with lots of laps to go. Centurio Butts looks like he's just about to take over GCAV. Let's go ahead and pop up to Centurio Butts and watch this little fight in action. I saw a little bit of a paint rub there. He is managing to take second place. GCAV falling behind in third. Let's take a look at GCAV's camera here. He's just keeping a tight pace on Centurio Butts. You can see Vindaxian just out in front. No more than 10 car lengths ahead. Maybe 15 car lengths ahead now with his lime green car out in first place. Let's pop up second place. Centurio Butts and Vindaxian seem to be pulling ahead ever so slightly. Centurio Butts right on Vindaxian's ass. Index hitting there, losing a little bit of momentum, but you can see his acceleration is just so much stronger and better. He's able to pull ahead during these straightaways quite heavily. And he just shoots ahead like a rocket. So Centurio Butts keeping Vendexian in his sights. Vendexian does seem to be running a higher acceleration car. Let's go take a look at his car here. He's running a 9.1 acceleration. That's why he's able to just, you know, basically just bolt ahead on the straightaways. But to Centurio Butts' credit, he is maintaining a very close eye on the race leader today. You can see his acceleration is 8.6. Not quite as heavy, but he does have a slightly better handling score. Transferring some paint. Jetty Starfighter definitely having a favorite in today's race. The Go Anita sign in the stands. So with 5 laps down, we do see that first and second is pretty competitive at the moment. We do have a bunch up between third, fourth, and fifth places falling back just a little bit. So I think we still have a pretty competitive top 4 here. If we take a look, and as per the fans' request, let's go take a look at Anita Brake and her stylish roadster. She definitely loves these go-kart type cars. Very futuristic. Incredible handling. Incredible acceleration. Where they lack really is the top speed, and for a track this wide open it can be challenging, but I don't blame her for driving these cars. They are absolutely a blast to drive, because they do feel like you are driving an absolute go-kart around the track. So do not blame her for wanting to drive these cars. Anita here finishes up her 5th lap. We're going to go back to Centurio Butts. It does seem like it is very competitive between first and second at the moment. Indexing is, again, pulling ahead on these straightaways, but Centurio Butts is making up a lot of space and time on these harder turns. He does seem to have much better control over his car. The handling score is much higher. So really, Centurio Butts is looking to make gains on the corners, where Indexing is looking to make gains on the straightaways. As you can see, he just bolts out ahead with that higher acceleration. Let's go pop in and take a look at our race leader here, Vendaxian. He's putting on a clinic as always. Ooh. Interior Butt's right up his ass. See, his butt has been worse for wear. Definitely feeling the pressure here on lap number 7. Thunder 4 seems to be gotten a lot more competitive as well. Black Death has made some gains on Toucan Sam here, maintaining what, a 4, 5, 6 car length lead currently on Black Death. If you look at Black Death's car, he's running a 9.1 acceleration as well, so very high acceleration all around for the most part. Top speed a little bit lacking with 7.2, with a fairly high handling score. So we peep back over to the first and second place. I mean, we are a hair of a distance behind. And Daxian just barely maintaining his lead here. And here in lap number 8. But he's able to, with that ridiculous acceleration, make a very large gap in that straightaway. I believe we saw in the ticker there that Centurio Butts has actually taken the lead in terms of the fastest lap, which is not surprising because he was able to make up some pretty large gains here, but not enough to take first place yet. And next, he's still comfortably, well, I wouldn't say comfortably out in front, but he's still maintaining his lead. We fall back to Centurio Butts, we can see just how close this race actually is. I mean, they're less than a car length apart right now. Looking for this opportunity on these sort of S-bend turns to make a pass, but it's just not quite enough track. And Daxian going a little bit too wide and losing a bit of momentum, and giving Centurio Butts an opportunity to take first place, at least temporarily. He's going to be able to take it back on this straightaway. No, he's not. But if we look at Daxian as we come out of this really tough turn, if we look at Daxian here and his car's acceleration on this back end straight, we should see just him be able to just rip past Centurio Butts with that higher acceleration. So it is a battle between the nimbleness versus the flat-out raw horsepower, as Daxian is able to take past first place rather quickly from Centurio Butts. The first and second place still very, very competitive at the moment. Third and fourth appears to be competitive as well. Fifth, sixth, and seventh spread out quite a bit now. We're halfway through the race here. It's going into lap number 10. Just a reminder, everyone does require at least one pit stop throughout the race. It's their option as to when they want to do it. So keep that in mind. I believe no one has done a pit stop as of yet. And we have not visited the Coles. Let's give him a little bit of time in the limelight here, as he's finishing up his lap number 9 going into lap number 10. Again, he's running the 1992 Honda NSR, because I believe we ran that last race with a 7.7 speed, 9.3 acceleration, really high acceleration. I think that's one of the higher acceleration cars in today's race. It seems GCAV and Anita are fighting for 6th and 7th place. Anita maintaining a slight lead on GCAV here. We have a competitive race for 6th or 7th. Oh, Anita just losing a bit of momentum, going a bit wide on that turn, losing a bunch of momentum. GCAV able to take 6th place from Anita. Let's take a look at Anita's point of view on her attack, see if she can answer back quickly here in lap 11. Centurio Butts has managed to actually take over first place from Daxian. Hey, Jedi Starfighter, thanks for the Twitch Prime subscription. It'll be appreciated here at the Over30 Clan. Subscriptions do go to help the funding of the Over30 Clan, so we do appreciate that. So we see Daxian just ripping past Centurio Butts here on the straightaway. I mean, it's going to be difficult for Centurio Butts to answer. This is an absolutely exciting race between the nimble car versus the raw acceleration of Daxian. I think we might answer the age-old question, is it better to have a car that can go around turns quickly, or is it better to have a car that can accelerate quickly? We can see, at least for Daxian, the later is working in his favor. So we are on lap number 12. I don't believe anyone has taken any pit stops yet. So you will see those begin to happen. That'll change up the order of the drivers and shake things up a little bit, make the last 8 laps or so fairly exciting. We would expect some drivers to start pit stopping the next lap or two, just to get it out of the way so they don't forget. The Centurio Butt's looking to take him here on this turn, unable to do so. Let's back up the Centurio Butts and watch his attack. Daxian just flying down those straightaways. Alright, so we'll check in these drivers in just a second. Let's go take a look at Toucan Sam. Again, he is running the 2016 Aston Martin. 7.0 speed, 6.5 handling, 9.0 acceleration. Nice gray paint job with some orange decal. Currently in a very comfortable 3rd place. We do see 1st and 2nd there doing their pit stops. Now, their pit crews are absolutely excellent. They both get out of the pits rather quickly. So it is going to change up things a little bit. So Toucan Sam technically now is in 1st place, but he hasn't had his pit stop yet, so that's going to change the order when he decides to go in for a pit. So he's currently out in 1st. With 2 pit stops down. 5 more drivers to do their mandatory pit within the next 7 laps. So let's see if Black Death opts to do his pit stop here on his lap number 12. And does not. GKev is deciding not to do his pit stop yet either. Let's take a peek at GKev as he is battling Black Death for 5th. Or 4th, I should say. He's running that burnt orange paint job with the Old Man Racing decal in the back. Let's go take a look at the pit stoppers in action here. Anita Brake's pit crew has been absolutely excellent this season. You can see they are just going to work on that car. You can't even see them, they're so fast. Just blurring around the blurring around the camera there, and just Anita, very quickly right off the getting Anita fixed up, her windshield wipers replaced, all of her fluids topped up, and she's back on the track. Those pit crews have been absolutely excellent this season. And Anita's back on the track. Let's take a look at Black Death if he opts to go for his pit stop here on lap number 14. Trying to put on a clinic here and show the drifting in action. I'll give him a 10 out of 10 on the attempt and a 2 out of 10 on the execution. The GCAB able to take over Black Death and reclaim 4th place. So Toucan Sam is currently leading in 1st. Let's see if he opts for his pit stop here on lap number 14. He decides to go in for his pit stop as well. Missing pit road though. Not going to cost him a bit of time. His pit crew has been absolutely excellent this season as well, and you can see, I mean, you can't even see these pit crews in action, they're so fast. Oh, it seems they misplaced one of the wrenches. It looks like he's going to take a little bit of extra time here, and he is off. So we can see now it's balancing everything back out. So Vindaxian and Centurio Butts reclaiming 1st and 2nd because of that pit stop. You see Centurio Butts or Centurio Butts out in front in 1st place, Vindaxian in 2nd place. Are we going to see an upset here? I would have put my money on Vindaxian to win this based on his higher acceleration and how open this track is, but you see Centurio Butts is looking to make sure that that doesn't happen. He has quite a commanding lead with only 4.5 laps to go. GCAV and Black Death still fighting for 4th and 5th. Let's take a look at this fight in action. Yeah, Tokyo Drift starts in the background. That's right on Black Death's maneuver a couple laps ago. Black Death going a little wide. GCAV almost losing control. Yeah, I am keeping an eye on 1st and 2nds. Let's go take a look at Vindaxian. He is seems to have moved up quite a bit on Centurio Butts. We are in lap number 16, so 4 laps to go here in race number 7. Still a very competitive race for 1st and 2nd. 3rd and 4th is spread out. 4th and 5th is very competitive right now. GCAV just trailing back behind Black Death. Let's take a quick peek at this attack. We're just a couple car lengths back right now between GCAV and Black Death. GCAV going wide, Black Death pulling ahead. Centurio Butts has quite the gap on Vindaxian now. But this is the turn that we want to see Vindaxian with this high acceleration. This is where his car absolutely shines. After this turn, there's just a good quarter mile or even longer, half mile of just open, straight track. Now, is he able to make up, you know, a fair amount of length, a fair amount of distance here? So it's only 4 laps to go. Is that part of the track going to be enough? Allow Vindaxian to be competitive. Going back to... Oh, we do have a competitive battle here between 6th and 7th place. I'm not sure how 6th is behind 7th. We got GCAV here, keeping a close eye on Black Death. Quite the battle for 4th and 5th at the moment as well. Oh, GCAV able to hopefully no Black Death point. This battle here between 4th and 5th. GCAV looked like he was going to be able to pass Black Death there. Black Death hitting the dirt. GCAV passing him. 3 laps to go. GCAV is in front, currently in 4th place. Black Death in 5th. Vindaxian's trailing back quite a bit now from Centurio Butts. Centurio Butts quite out in head. Let's take a look at our race lead here. Sorry for switching around so much. Centurio Butts is running an absolute clinic. Currently in lap number 18, so 3 laps remaining. Turbots with a commanding lead over Vindaxian. I don't know if there's enough time for Vindaxian to make up this distance between 1st and 2nd. We see here. 4th and 5th still very competitive. GCAV just out in front of Black Death. We'll keep an eye on 1st and 2nd. We'll take a look at the battle between 4th and 5th. Going to the slalom S turns here. Centurion Butts just finishing up his lap, so we are on 2 laps remaining. Currently on lap number 19, Centurion Butts still maintaining his lead over Vindaxian. Toucan Sam comfortably in 3rd. G Kevin 4th. Black Death close behind in 5th. They have VL Cold in 6th, and then you need a break in 7th. So as we approach the final lap, we will be switching to the race leader to watch his final lap and count the drivers off as they hit the line. Oh, GCAV hitting the wall, allowing Black Deck to reclaim 4th. That is an error you do not want to see with only 2 laps remaining. That is absolutely detrimental for GCAV. I feel bad for him. Black Death just pouncing and capitalizing on that and maintaining a very large lead over GCAV. Will GCAV have enough time to be able to recover from that mistake? I don't believe so. We'll have to check in with him in a second. So we are going into our final lap here on lap number 20. Currently looking at our race leader, Centurio Butts, with, I would say, a fairly comfortable lead over Vindaxian. He's a good 1/8 of a track ahead. Lapping the up cold here. Centurio Butts putting on a bit of a clinic. Just whipping around this track. Has definitely gotten more comfortable with the track as we've progressed. He's running a very tight line here. So Vindaxian a couple turns back. Outside of some sort of mistake or act of God, I believe Centurio Butts will be our race leader today. So Centurio Butts will cross the line in absolute fashion. Vindaxian currently in 2nd place. Looking to finish up here. He will cross the line very comfortably in 2nd. Congratulations. We look at 3rd place. We have Toucan Sam finishing up his solid 3rd place win here. He drove a very excellent race, maintaining a 3rd place position for the vast majority of the race here. Black Death, due to that mistake from GCAV earlier, looks like he's going to very easily claim 3rd place here. GCAV just doesn't have enough track to be able to make up the difference. But we'll see Black Death reclaim 4th place. GCAV following up a few seconds later in 5th due to that mistake and hitting the wall. We have Out Cold currently in 6th place, but half a lap behind of the rest of the leaders with his burnt orange NSXR. So outside of an act of God, he will take 6th place and will have a need to break in 7th. Could will claim 6th. And Anita Break finishing up her final lap here. Will claim 7th place today. So pop into the drivers here and see what they're up to.
Crying out loud, we don't even have rolling start. I mean,
Right.
Had it 6, but I can't figure out why they couldn't bring it over 7.
They were trying to figure out how they could get Dave.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well,
Make it
I will
interesting,
say-
right?
we put in to get some fucking regular shit.
I will say, if any of you got Game Pass, Forza 6 is free.
Gold.
What?
It's free with Xbox Live Gold right now.
Oh, is it gold? Okay, yeah. If you got gold, it's free. And I've talked to a couple guys. I think we're racing.
You prefer that?
Oh, it's a better game.
6 is a better game than 7.
Really?
My opinion. Yeah.
So congratulations, guys. Interior Butts and Ven, you guys were battling it out.
Oh, pray we cannot hear you. I see you queuing up.
Oh, it's because I don't have mine.
But yeah, it's free with live right now if you want to get it, Kev. Because we were talking about racing NASCARs and stuff on 6, and I can probably get 12, 13, 14 people to do it.
Do they have release date for 8 or?
Mm-mm.
They haven't even announced it. Have they?
Gotcha.
No.
Come on, voice meter.
Well,
Be
I
nice to
know
me.
there was some talk a while back of keeping Horizon 4 and
There
Motorsport
we go.
7 around for quite a long time, updating. But
Yeah, but it
7
didn't.
has been kind of a flop.
There we are.
So
Well, they made an announcement a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. They're done with 7. They're not doing anything else.
that's
Yeah,
good.
You guys
Porsche
can hear
car
me
was the
now,
last
right?
update.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can hear you. Yes.
Congratulations to Interior Butts and Ven. That was actually a really good race for first and second there. You guys were battling it out for the vast majority of the race. I feel sorry for you, Kev, with 2 laps remaining, slamming into the wall and allowing Black Death to reclaim a non-deserved 4th place. That was such an upset.
Yes. Yes. The fight and claw for fourth.
you guys,
days.
oh man, you guys were just scrapping it out all
I
race
hit-
and for it to
I
end like
hit
that.
Two
No,
walls.
Now I know how AJ Foyt
I
felt
had
when
to
he turned
split
80.
early.
Right. But no, solid racing all around. There's a lot more fights this week than last week, so it was pretty exciting to see. You guys were having Centurion Butts and Index. You guys were having the fight over the Nimble car versus the just raw horsepower top acceleration car, and I thought for the first 16 laps of the race that Ven was going to just destroy Centurion Butts based on how fast he was accelerating down those straightaways. But it turns out that maybe being a bit more nimble in the long run might be a slightly better tactic. So no, it was good. It was a good race.
Yeah, it was good. I had fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. Lots of fun. And our next race, number 8, will be Catalonia.
Catalonia.
We got a beautiful subscriber today, Jedi Starfighter, a big Anita fan.
Well, who is?
Who isn't? Obviously.
Yeah, that's Raven. That's Raven on
Yeah.
Discord.
So
Thank you.
Thanks, Raven. We appreciate it. But
Yes,
we'll do a quick sign off here. Is there anything else anyone else wants to say to the stream before we get the hell out of here?
Well, see us next week. Same
See you
bat
next-
place, same
there you
bat
go.
time.
See you
Yeah,
next
thanks
week.
for watching.
Excellent. As I struggle to find the channel. Here we go. So thanks everyone for checking out the Forza Summer Series race number 7 here at the Over30clan.com. Again, your host O30C, member of the Over30 Clan. We appreciate all the support from Raven and other people who may have subscribed or liked or followed. If you want to see more of the Over30 Clan, you can check us out at Over30clan.com. You can also check out our blog site at blog.over30clan.com. Check out our weekly podcast, which is around the gaming industry, gaming news, gaming facts, and things happening here at the Over30 Clan. You can check it out on SoundCloud under Over30 Clan. We're on all the social medias for the most part, so you can check us out there. And hopefully we see you guys again at 10:45 Eastern for the pre-qualifiers next Friday, with the race starting promptly at 11. So we appreciate your time today. Hopefully we'll see you guys here next week, and have a good one. Take care, everyone.